Trump renews trade war with Canada and Mexico, issues fresh tariff ultimatum. Washington, D.C. U.S. President Donald Trump has reignited trade tensions with Canada and Mexico, announcing that his administration will not halt tariffs on imports from both neighboring countries. Speaking at a White House press conference, Trump reaffirmed his America First trade policy, warning that tariffs will continue unless Canada and Mexico comply with stricter trade agreements that favor the U.S. economy. Trump's tough stance on tariffs. Trump declared that Canada and Mexico must take action to curb what he called unfair trade practices or face higher tariffs on key exports such as steel, aluminum, and agricultural products. The president accused both countries of undercutting American industries by providing subsidies to local businesses and dumping cheap goods into U.S. markets. "We are not stopping tariffs. Canada and Mexico must agree to fair terms, or they will continue to face economic consequences," Trump stated firmly. He also emphasized that his administration will introduce even higher tariffs on key imports if trade imbalances are not resolved soon. The announcement marks a major escalation in the ongoing trade dispute, signaling a renewed economic battle between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. This comes despite previous attempts to renegotiate trade deals under the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement USMCA, which Trump himself championed as a better deal than the former NAFTA agreement. Impact on Canada and Mexico. The new tariffs are expected to hit Canada and Mexico hard, affecting exports in key industries such as automobiles, energy, and agriculture. For Canada, which exports $450 billion worth of goods annually to the U.S., the aluminum and steel industries are particularly vulnerable. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has already criticized the move, calling it economic blackmail, and vowed to take retaliatory measures if the tariffs persist. For Mexico, which relies heavily on U.S. trade, Trump's new tariff threats could impact automotive production, agricultural exports, and oil shipments. The Mexican government expressed concern over the potential economic damage, warning that the tariffs could increase costs for American consumers and disrupt supply chains. Trump's justification: protecting American workers. President Trump defended his decision, arguing that tariffs are necessary to protect American businesses and bring jobs back to the U.S. Canada and Mexico have been taking advantage of American workers for too long. "We are done with one-sided deals," Trump stated. He also linked the tariff ultimatum to border security, alleging that Mexico must do more to stop illegal immigration and drug trafficking or risk further economic penalties. If Mexico wants to keep its trading privileges, it must help secure the border and stop the flow of illegal drugs, he said. Market reaction and economic fallout. The announcement sent shockwaves through global markets, with stocks in Canada and Mexico plunging as investors reacted to the uncertainty. The U.S. stock market also faced volatility, as businesses feared higher import costs and trade disruptions. Economists warn that continued tariff wars could increase inflation in the U.S., raising prices for everyday goods such as cars, electronics, and food. Trudeau and Mexican leaders vow to retaliate. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador have both condemned Trump's latest move, vowing to take countermeasures if the U.S. follows through on its threats. Trudeau stated that Canada will not be bullied and will impose retaliatory tariffs if necessary. Mexico has also threatened to respond with targeted tariffs on U.S. agricultural and manufacturing goods. Global reactions and future trade talks. The European Union and China have also criticized Trump's tariff policies, warning that such actions could destabilize global trade. The World Trade Organization WTO has expressed concern over the escalating dispute, urging all parties to engage in diplomatic talks. While negotiations are still possible, Trump's hardline stance suggests that a long-term trade conflict with Canada and Mexico may be unavoidable. Conclusion: Trade War 2.0. With Trump's tariff ultimatum now in place, tensions between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico are at an all-time high. While Trump insists that his policy will boost American manufacturing, experts warn that it could harm businesses and consumers across all three nations. As Canada and Mexico prepare countermeasures, the world watches to see whether Trump's latest trade war will reshape global economic relations or backfire on the U.S. economy. For now, the fate of North American trade hangs in the balance as Trump refuses to back down.